on my face. Hi, welcome back to, I forgot, oh, I'm barely left. So today we are going to talk about my favorite of all story. That's what happened. So me and my friend, let's just hop straight into, me and my best friend and her little cousin decided, let's go to Fred Meyer's. And of course, it wasn't a perfect day. It was raining. It was pretty bad too. I squirted that all over my lamp. We were like, you know what, let's go, who cares? So we ran. And like Fred Meyer was like freaking 10 to 15 minutes. Depends on you ran a walk from her house. And we're like, let's go, who cares? So we ran, and when we got there, it was still really rainy, but we were like, you know what, who cares? So her cousin immediately just zoomed off, and we were like, whatever, who cares? And so we went directly to the big tiled floor and took off our shoes. That was way too much effort. Let me redo that. Took off our shoes. I don't know if you saw that or not, but I tried to lift up my foot. And we were like, let's do this, bruh. And so we took off our shoes, hid them behind these like nice little bases, and then we started sliding around like it is. And it was really fun. We were all having fun, laughing, We were climbing up the ladders like non-smart people we were. And we like saw these big plushies, and of course I wanted to play with it because I'm a dork. I was like, oh, plushie. Anyway, so we did this, and we were like, stop. I don't know where I was going with that. Stop. Call me on the flashlight. Late night when it's dark. When it doesn't work. Freaking flashlight. Anyways, sorry. I'm just like jumping. Anyways, so we decided, let's go. Oh wait, so we were like, okay, whatever. And we were like, let's all play hide and seek. Now they have like their Broncos section because, Broncos aren't the best. That was so stupid, I hate myself. But Broncos weren't my favorite team. Anyways, Minnesota Vikings are better, huh? Anyways, so we were like, whatever. And so 2 of us went hiding, and the other one went to like the card section and was like counting. Well, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go hide. And of course, we had her little cousin do it because Satan is in this lamp. Ow. Because he's younger and it's easier to run from him. Sorry. Anyways, we were doing this. So she went one way and I went the other. So she went like down to like the soapy areas, down by the plushies, down by the gardening part, bikes, all that good stuff. And I was like, I'm going to the clothes. Because of course, I was like, when I woke up that morning, I was like, bright clothes, skinny jeans, let's go. Woo! And so I was still like, I gotta blend in. And so I was walking and I saw this really like cringy man. He was like, I shouldn't make fun of people, but I am. He was like looking at the soap. He like opened, like he was pushing the lotion cap, like he took it off and like unpeeled the thing, was like pushing with it and playing with it, which I should have really went up in there and been like, that guy, he's taking your lotion, man. But I was stupid and I was like, nah. Anyway, so he was doing that, and I was like, whatever. And, like, he directly turned towards me. Like, it wasn't, like, a type of look. It was, and, like, he tried to shake his head that way and, like, immediately stopped. And I was like, oh, that's weird, but okay, whatever. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to run the log. I didn't realize this guy was, like, curving through things as I was. And so I got to the girls' clothes, and I sat down and hid. Like, I was in this corner. Nobody could see me. I was like, I have the perfect spot. Hi. And then this guy, I realized he was still, like, following me. And I was like, whatever, ignored it until he got, like, right beside me. And he was going like this, looking at me. So I could tell there was something going on already. And I was like, And, like, well, he looked young, like, real young, like, 23, between 23 and 24. I shouldn't judge people by their age, but I'm gonna. And like he was wearing like this really like jacket, black hoodie, over in like these sweats, and I was like, you know what this kind of looks like? You know what this looks like? Yeah, I know that too. So I got immediately stood straight up and started walking, and my phone went off, and I was like, yes. And it was my best friend, and she's like, where are you hiding? I was like, get hidden, or get your little cousin. Yeah, everybody knows him now. Get your little cousin. And she goes, why? And I said, there's somebody behind me, and he keeps following me. We need to go. And immediately she like said, where are you? And I said, by the girls' clothes. Where was he last you saw him? And she goes, last I saw him, he was by the car. It's where we left him. So immediately I took off straight, still on the phone with her, and I was like, I'll call you back in a minute. I'm running. Bye. Hung up. Booked it, right? It was like, woo, ran, curving. This guy's still behind me, trotting away behind me, and I immediately ducked behind shoes, ducked behind these ladies, and like he was nowhere in sight, not behind me, not anywhere. And I stuck with that, and I ran down to the Broncos section, and I stopped immediately. There Caden was looking around, like, where are they? And soon came my best friend, like, we collided and looked, he was there. And when we immediately, like, grabbed him, he was like, what's going on? And we were like, hurry, there's somebody behind us. And that guy, like, turned the corner and saw us and, like, beeline straight for us. Like, no, like, just meow, straight for us. And we ducked out the doors, right? Started running home. It was still raining. It was, like, raining still. You know, it was really bad. And we were like, no, we're not doing this today. And I'm running, and this guy got in his car and started driving after us. We were like, oh, no. So immediately we all started running even faster because, you know. And, like, Caden, her little cousin was left behind. Let's call him Riley. Riley was still in the back, and we were like, okay. It's raining outside. We're like, okay, whatever, you know, and I finally like stopped and like grabbed him and pulled him. We went through this alley into her backyard, kind of. It was like in front of her gate, and we were still in the front yard, and like we helped him over the gate because he was still pretty small. He was like here to me, and the gate was like my size, and it's really hard to open. Like it has this little, like has 2 latches, and we did not have time for that. So we helped him over, you know. Both of us, girl power, woo! And then she started climbing over, and I knew she could make it because she was like this tall next to me. But I knew I was not going to make that jump or that hop. And so immediately I ran because an Exat is a big, like, old storage garage thing there was like rocks and like tumbleweeds and like stuff beside it behind these trees that I knew I always climb up on to get up there and when we hang out. And I was like, I am doing this. So I climbed up and I slipped and like this whole little wagon thing like fell under me, and I was like, no. I am not doing this today. So we all climbed up, we got on her ladder, went into her room, and we were done, right? I'm sorry, I thought my camera wasn't recording. I was like, no, I did not tell this. And we all got in there, and this guy still drove by, looking out the window like, and we were like, I immediately called my mom, and she was so angry. She was like, why did you do that? Why did you go to Fred Meyer's? Did you ask her mom? You know, all these questions. I was just like, ah. Well, that's my story of I almost died at Fred Meyer's. Let's say that. No, I didn't die. I got followed in Fred Meyer's, and it was really creepy, and you should be safe and not go alone to stores that are bigger than your house, which is like every single store in the world. So don't go unless they're like a gas station, but you get it. So just don't be stupid like I was. Okay, well that's all I have. Bye!